So right now, this is the trail conditions about 3 miles out of Breckinridge going north. Phenomenal. Super excited about this. Started off with snow falling because that's just the CDT welcoming me back. That's the relationship the CDT and I have with each other right now, is that snowfall. Tonight, doing 12.7 miles from the road. Gonna camp at the North Fork of the Swan River, where I'm getting someone coming out to do a celebrity section with me. Someone reached out to me on Instagram. A CDT 2018 alumni is gonna come out and hike the Argentine Spine and Gray's Peak with me, which is super dope because I'm not gonna say I was nervous to hike it alone, but I didn't want to hike it by myself. So yeah, right now trail conditions are phenomenal. What's up everybody? So didn't use my GoPro yesterday, but you didn't miss much. A couple small snow patches, like mountain bikes were running through them. For the most part, trails been like this out of Breckinridge. But set up my tent here by this dirt road last night and got Sandy Cheeks, who's CDT 2018. She is doing a celebrity section of Gray's Peak and the Argentine Spine with me. So, gonna be wicked fucking dope. Plus we had rednecks wake us up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and tell us that if we want beer and dancing to go back down to the campground. It's pretty nice. Nice of them. So right now, guys, we are surrounded by a pack of wolves. I don't know what we're going to do right now. It's kind of, they've totally encircled us, and
I think that one has a leash on.
No, it doesn't. Shh, this is for YouTube. They're around us at all corners. We're just gonna have to fight our way out. We might die. Do you have any last words?
If you join the pack, they'll spare us.
That's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to join the pack. It's always good to get footage just in case you fall in the water. It's always good to get on camera on a water crossing. Careful. Careful. I think I figured out why one of your toes gets frostbitten. So right now at mile 1250, heading up right now. A little bit of snow, lots of post holes to step in. Seems to be someone with ultras a little bit ahead, and yeah, crushing on our way up. So almost made it up to tree line. There's definitely someone hiking, I think today, because that's about as fresh as mine. But pretty close to the tree line. It's looking pretty good. Get around this corner, take a better video. Sandy Cheeks getting her snow on. Got this. Found tree line and some post holes. Pretty sure the trail's like right over there if we're lucky. But now we're on a lot thinner snow. Looks like it's mostly wind blown, which is super nice, except for you find those occasional post holes like that. So made it up. was nice before that snowstorm for 4 days that just finished yesterday. Can't hardly even see the other side. Pretty windy up here. Those mountains, fucking gorgeous. I would say just assume this entire YouTube video is going to be frickin' wind. So right now we're just hiking along this knife's edge, which is pretty dope. We actually found a wind-free spot for a second. Yeah. 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 It's definitely one of mine so far. I hope I don't have to do those switchbacks way the fuck over there. There's so many different switchbacks.
There's like a...
So many different trails out here.
Yeah, they're for like off-road vehicles. Like they're Jeep trails.
Yeah, but you see those switchbacks like in the snow there? Like in between, the saddle between those two. Yeah. This has been like some of the easiest hiking so far through Colorado. Hardly any post-rolling. Yeah. And like some of the best views too. Everyone needs to do Gray's Peak on the regular CDT. I see the trail again, it's up here. We got a whole herd of goats. I'm gonna try dual-wheeled cameras. Oh yeah?
And they're like, they're
Used to people feeding them? Look at that mine down there. Is that the one that your friend was looking at?
no, because it's on the other side.
Yeah.
But like people come into this area to do that shit.
What do they mine for?
Through the years, it's been different stuff. Like, usually the name of the nearest town can tell you what it was that they're mining for.
Okay.
Like Leadville or Silverton.
Yeah. Look at those little baby goats.
Oh my god, they're amazing. Like, literally one of the most precious animals.
What's up? So, camped here on this saddle last night to avoid some of the wind. Heading up, we go around this peak here, and then we go straight up. And then we're going to be taking the Argentine Spine, so we're going to be on that ridge all the way over to Gray's Peak, which will be nice. Right now, we haven't had water since camp last night, so we got maybe like half a liter each with some snow inside the bottle. But yeah, gorgeous views, easy hiking. Let's hope that continues all the way over Gray's. So just made it to the top of the climb from Webster Pass. This is probably going to be our biggest climb of the day since we're taking the Argentine Spine and following that all the way to the Grays. We're only like 12 or so miles from Gray's Peak. You can see it right here, the first one. I think I follow this ridge line over here. I think that's going to be the Argentine Spine, but as you've seen, most of the time I'm wrong when I assume where the trail goes. But yeah, view's phenomenal. The trail's been pretty good so far. This is probably all super hard pack, especially it being like 6:30 in the morning right now. Yeah, the spine looks okay. We'll find out when we get there. Just signed the trail log here on the CDT.
Did you check it to see if anyone else had come through?
That's the only pages that were left.
Oh.
There was someone from 18, that loose page,
Yeah.
that says Silverthorn is for weenies. So came down here, that was the peak that I signed that trail log on. Looks like the only two people ahead of us are Wallace, I've never met him, and HR. I met HR on the CDT with my friend DK, and yeah, he finished the day after me on the PCT. Looks like trail goes down along here. So signed the trail log up here, came down, came up this up here. Looks like the only two through hikers ahead of us are HR and a guy named Wallace, who I've never met before. Looks like we hike down along this ridge here, go up along that ridge, hit the Argentine Spine. That looks super dope. I'm excited to hike that. And then over, I think that's Edwards, and then the spiky one in the distance there is Gray's Peak. Pretty snowy looking. Hopefully we hang okay. I'm gonna get back to hiking, but damn, these views. So just got to the Argentine Spine alternate. We walk along this. The PCT dips down into that forest and then works its way up. So we're gonna head across this, go across this mountain ridge, which looks super gorgeous and relatively snow-free. So pretty good news. Once you get down from come down into the first low area, there is some water on the Argentine Spine before you head up.
You could probably camp here too.
You could totally camp here. It'd be a dope spot. Not very windy and water. What else do you need? I am so glad that I waited in Denver for that weather window and didn't bypass this. This is just totally worth it. Easily the most fun part of the trail in Colorado. Some of the most beautiful views, and honestly, like, just some really easy hiking. You can see down there that dirt road where the power lines looks to be the CDT, and then from there you go up over there, up that switchback. We're gonna go along this ridge. It's the Argentine Spine, up way up top here, go across, and then meet back up with the CDT over there, and then walk that ridge over to Grays up there. And yeah, if we have enough energy and time, we've debated about doing Torreys, which is right behind that, which looks pretty dope, but we'll see how we feel. I can always come back to Colorado and peak bag another day, because after through hiking this, like, so much more to do here in Colorado. Man, so gorgeous. Alright, I'm gonna stop blubbering. Just wanted to point out the fact that these snow cornices are on their last legs. I've been seeing a lot of them just having these huge melt cracks in them up here. I can get a better view of it from right up here. Learned my lesson from the last time. I'm staying on the rock. Just waiting to go. That is probably 20 feet deep, and it's just any second. So just hit the summit of Decatur Peak. Pretty nice. Here comes Sandy Cheeks, CDT 2018, and local badass hiker. Missed that storm over there, which is pretty nice. From here on Decatur Peak, we go down and we follow this snow cornice knife's edge along this knife's edge. Hold on, let me take off my sunglasses so I can see. Along this, over this, up to Argentine Peak, and then over, reconnect with the CDT there, follow that ridge, and hit Gray's Peak right up there. It's looking pretty dope. I'm looking forward to getting on to the other side of this and be able to get an idea of what the trail is going to look like from the side that we're going to summit. This side over here looks pretty nice, but we're coming in from the ridge line over there, so not sure what those conditions are going to be like. It is a long way down on either side. Super dope hike. Big thanks to my bro, the graduate, who him and his wife calendar triple crowned in 2018. They recommended me doing the Argentine Spine because it would have the best views. It would be a little bit sketchy, but this isn't too bad. I'm glad it's not thunderstorming right now. That is about to freaking go. There's Grace Peak. So coming down now from Decatur. Got one more big up to Argentine Peak. Then we'll go across Edwards, Grays Peak. A little bit worried about Grays. Haven't seen what the trail looks like, but it looks pretty snowy from here. Should be manageable though. Almost to the summit of Argentine Peak right now. Yeah, a little bit of snow came through, nothing too bad. Starting to feel confident about Grays Peak. Knock on wood. It's going to be clear on that. It looks promising right now. Got a little bit further to go to get to the top of Argentine. Sandy Cheeks coming up. It's a long uphill, that's for sure. So after you get to that false summit, there's a little saddle in between that false summit and Argentine Peak. You'll see these power lines. There's a pretty cool shack here. I came into thinking I was going to be able to have a snack and filter some water that I had collected on the way up. But as you can see, besides the teeny tiny doorway, it's also completely full of snow. But there's, I don't know if you can see, some bunk beds and some ropes and a whole lot of old electrical shit. But I'm gonna lock it back up and get back to hiking. So, made it to the top of Argentine Peak. We're like threading some storms right now, so I'm gonna make this quick. They're on each side of us. We're basically real close to Gray's Peak. It's right up there. Don't want to miss my weather window, so we're just gonna bang it out. Let's see from the top. So we've rejoined the CDT. We're threading storms right now. These afternoon storms that are rolling through. Pretty windy up here. Just a couple miles from Gray's Peak. So pretty excited. The trail looks pretty good on the way up, but I'll get a better account on it once I get there. So right now we got a storm to our left. Gray's Peak waiting for us there. This is Edwards or something like that. It's like 13.8 or something. Summit this, drop back down, go along that ridge. Just noticed there's a hiker starting to go across that ridge. So he's just starting to descend down to the saddle between Edwards or Gray's Peak. Pretty excited. I think it's totally doable, so here we go. So right now we are 1.5 miles from the top of Gray's Peak. Looks like this is where it gets a bit trickier. Just summited Edwards, and yeah, views are phenomenal. Weather looks good for this little stretch. Then it's all downhill. The downhill looks pretty fucking sketch, but hopefully we can just glissade that down. So here we go. So yeah, from Edwards, you walk along this knife edge. There's Gray's Peak. The hiker that was going up, I think, bailed. Starting to go down. Pretty sweet spot though. So we're less than a half a mile from the summit of Gray's. Just got done that knife's edge. Smooth sailing all the way up. Looks really good. Looks like it's the collision of worlds. Got some Sobo hikers heading up to Gray's. So 2 people Sobo, 2 people Nobo. Looks like the flip-flop train's starting to head north. Made it. Top of Gray's Peak. Weather held out. The Sobos that I saw coming up were actually day hikers. Yeah, pretty phenomenal. Sea Legs is heading down. So's Redfish. Yeah, trail's super easy. You know, a little bit sketch, but nothing like we did in the southern Colorado sections. That's just way worse. I didn't post hole very much. I mean, Sandy Cheeks kind of post holed kind of deep.
I had one bad one where my foot went through and then it wasn't touching anything.
Yeah.
Like it was in a hole, so that was why I got kind of scared.
Yeah. But we pulled her out and we're on top right now. That's all that matters. Head down there and then we're going in town. We're gonna drink so much wine and eat so much food because we earned that shit. Nailed it. Coming down from Gray's Peak, moonwalking, doing a little bit of glissading. Good times. Super chill. Parking lot's right over there. So excited. So green, so gorgeous, so wet, but hey, looks like we're getting to the end of the snow. Pretty stoked. Just look at that. Oh, so beautiful. Goats on the hill, goats over here, just chilling. Seen more goats here in Colorado in just this one section than I had the whole PCT. Please don't headbutt me, bro.
Do you think I can join the pack?
I think so.
How am I doing?
Let me check your form. Try eating some grass. Okay, yeah, nailed it.
Okay. Go on without me.
Yeah. I'll tell Hamilton you left early.